The hidden money blocks, keeping your home care agency from growing. Sometimes it's not your marketing. Sometimes it's not your staff. Sometimes the thing keeping your agency stuck is your mindset about money. You see, the biggest roadblock in home care success aren't always outside of us. They're often inside us. When Joan and I first started a home care agency, money always felt tight. In fact, we took a line of credit from our credit card a little over $12,000 to start our home care agency over 23 years ago. We're careful with our money, sometimes too careful. Every dollar we spent felt like a risk. In fact, some people called what we had done by investing in a home care agency a gamble. And while being cautious helped us survive, it also kept us small. I want to talk to you today about 4 hidden money blocks that might be holding your home care agency back. These are beliefs that sound responsible, but they quietly limit your growth, your profits, and even your peace of mind. Once you recognize them, you can start shifting from a survival mindset to a success mindset. And when that shift happens, everything changes, folks. Let's start with the first one. Block number 1, the I can't afford help mentality. This one I know very well because I lived it. When we started out, I told myself, we can't afford to hire anyone right now. I'll just do it myself. So I did everything: billing, payroll, marketing, recruiting, HR, you name it. I was doing it. Now, at first, it was exciting. It felt smart. I felt like I was saving money too. But in reality, I was slowing everything down. Then one day, my mentor came to visit. He found me buried deep in payroll work. He smiled and said, Paul, you think you're saving money, but you're actually losing it. Stop trying to be Superman. Hire help. He gave me a challenge: hire a bookkeeper before our next meeting, or he wouldn't mentor me anymore. That got Joan and I's attention. So we did. We had a bookkeeper, a full-time bookkeeper at that time. And guess what? Everything shifted for us. Once I handed off payroll and billing, I finally had the time to focus on the things that could help us grow our business. Things like building relationships, serving clients, and developing our team. Hiring doesn't cost you growth. It creates growth for you. It ends up making your agency more profitable. If you try to do everything yourself, you stay trapped in survival mode. But when you bring in qualified help, you free yourself to lead. And that brings us to another major block. So block number 2 is the fear of raising rates. They think if I charge too much, families will go someplace else. I used to think that way too. Joan and I did. But here's what actually happened. Families don't buy hours of care. They buy peace of mind. We used to think that way too. But here's what we learned. Families don't just buy hours of care. They buy peace of mind. You see, when your pricing reflects value, professionalism, and reliability, people feel safer choosing you. But when your prices are too low, it sends the opposite message that maybe your care is low quality too. Besides, how do you hire qualified caregivers and staff to help you grow your business if you don't have the money to do that? Remember that you're not selling time, you're selling trust. And trust comes from confidence. When Joan and I raised our rates for the first time years ago, I was nervous, folks. I got to tell you. I thought clients would complain or walk away. But the opposite happened. People saw the confidence in our service and our team. They realized we were serious about quality and that we took care of our caregivers too. Our revenue grew, our margins grew, the quality of our clients improved. Before raising our rates, we did the following. We took the time to conduct a market analysis of what other agencies in that area were charging, and then we chose a rate that was reasonable. We also looked at the consumer price index or cost of living index to make an informed decision, and also took into account our caregiver and staff raises for the coming year. We also communicated our rate increases early enough to our clients so that they could plan accordingly. Never apologize for charging what your service is worth. When you operate from value, not fear, you attract clients who appreciate what you do. But even with good pricing and great help, there's another problem that can quietly hurt your business. That is avoiding your numbers. So block number 3 is avoiding financial visibility or regularly reviewing your books or finances. Now, this one is sneaky. Many agency owners love caring for people but hate dealing with the numbers. They say things like, I'm not a numbers person, or I'll check the books later. But avoiding your finances does not protect you, it blinds you. You can't manage what you don't measure. For years, I was guilty of this too. I'd look at the checking account balance and assume things were just fine. But that's not managing a business, that's guessing. Once we started tracking key numbers every week, like revenue, payroll, profit, margins, caregiver turnover, everything became clearer. And I could finally see what was really happening in my business. And that clarity gave us the confidence that we needed. You see, because when you know your numbers, you stop operating out of fear. You make better decisions. You spot problems before they become crisis. And you start running your business like a leader, not a firefighter. So here's my encouragement to you. Schedule a weekly money meeting with yourself or your team. Even if it's just for 20 minutes, look at the numbers, look at your books, review them. Now, if you're not a numbers person, then hire a bookkeeper, even on a part-time basis, so they can come in and review your finances with you and explain to you how things are going. Track your growth. Make adjustments early. Money loves attention, folks. It really does. If you treat it with care and respect, it will work harder for you. And that leads to the fourth and final money block, one that many entrepreneurs struggle with, even after years of success. Block number 4, tying your worth to your workload. This one hits deep, folks. There's a belief many of us carry that if we're not grinding, we're not earning. That if we're not busy, we're being lazy. I used to wear exhaustion like a badge of honor. Long hours, no breaks, no time off, vacations were rare because I thought that's what successful did. But here's the truth. Your worth is not tied to your load. Working nonstop doesn't make you more valuable. It just makes you tired and unable to enjoy the fruits of your hard-earned labor. Leadership isn't about how much you can carry. It's about how well you can empower others to carry it with you. When I finally stepped back and trusted my team, I discovered something powerful. The business didn't fall apart. In fact, it grew stronger because leadership creates space for others to shine and for you to think even bigger. So if you find yourself stuck in the hustle mode, remember this. You get paid for results, not exhaustion. Give yourself permission to rest, to delegate, to lead. Because the goal isn't to burn out, it's to build something that lasts. Now let's talk about what happens when you start clearing these money blocks. Once you shift your mindset about money, your entire business starts to shift with it too. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. You start making decisions from confidence instead of from fear. And your agency begins to reflect the abundance you believe in. Here's what I've learned. Money grows where clarity and confidence grow. When you believe you deserve abundance, you begin to operate like it. You set boundaries, you make wiser investments, you attract better clients and team members. You see, mindset work isn't fluff. It's the foundation of sustainable success. The way you think about money shapes every part of your agency. How you lead, how you price, how you grow. And the beautiful part is this. Once you start shifting your thinking, the right strategies start appearing. It's like the door to growth was always there. You just needed the right mindset to see it. So what do you do next? How do you start clearing these blocks for good? If you're ready to remove these hidden money blocks and finally build a business that serves you and not the other way around, Joan and I would love to help you. Inside our Premier Home Care Success Coaching, we'll guide homeowners step by step, uncover and replace limiting beliefs about money, build confidence in pricing, profitability, and leadership, create systems that support growth and peace of mind, and design a business that gives you freedom, not burnout. If that sounds like the breakthrough you've been waiting for, click the link below and book your free money clarity call with a member of our team. On that call, we'll help you identify the money patterns holding you back and show you how to replace them with powerful, practical habits for growth. Remember, the goal isn't just to make more money, it's to build a business that gives you peace, purpose, and prosperity. You've already proven you have the heart to lead. Now it's time to build the mindset and the systems that help you grow. Let's remove those blocks, unlock your confidence, and help your home care agency rise to the next level together.